Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jordy, if you don't know me, and today I did a whole face of my favorites. These favorites are quite recent. It's kind of my summer favorites. Some stuff is new, some stuff is not, but there's a lot of good stuff in this video. So I would suggest you keep watching. I didn't mention it in the video, but obviously I was using my Freckles Cosmetics brushes, which are my favorite of the century. If you want to know what my favorite products are right now, if you want to see how I created this cool look, then you know what to do. I'm going to start with my favorite skincare. These are not new favorites. These are forever favorites. This is my Maybelline Meg Lume Elixir Serum and the Ula Henrikson Sea Rush Brightening Gel Creme. The Lume Elixir Serum is vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. If you've seen literally any of my videos, I pretty much use it in every single video. It saved my skin. I used to be super dry and bumpy, lumpy, and this, I just can't live without it. It's my holy grail skincare product. I have a couple different favorite moisturizers, but this one has just been my go-to as of late. I love the way it smells. It's nice and light on my skin, and it's just so nice under my makeup. I've been using a different primer because the combination of my face products lately have been working so well. It kind of just happened by fluke that I found this combination that works really good. I've been using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, which is a classic. It's oil-free. It does an amazing job of filling in pores, and it just feels so soft. My new favorite foundation is the ColourPop foundation. I knew right away when they released a foundation that I was gonna like it because I love the concealer, I love the highlighters, I love the lipsticks. I pretty much love everything that they released. I have got a tan right now, so the colors of the foundation that I have do not match. Luckily, when they sent out the PR boxes, it was filled with these little samples of each color, which I think is really cool, so I do have a shade that matches. This is medium 85, and it maybe is a little bit too dark, but I kind of even that out by using a lighter concealer. These are so cute. It just has this little flexy foot, a little scoop. I think I will order a couple more shades of this foundation. It is affordable, and it's just so good. It's not super full coverage. It's not too matte for me, and it just wears incredibly throughout the day. I didn't wet my sponge all over. I've also got a new favorite sponge. It is from Ofra. It is perfect. It absorbs, what is that? It absorbs lots of water. It's super soft. I love it. It is my current fave. Favorite concealer of the summer has been the Milk Makeup Concealer. Also, I've been loving the Eyebrow concealer from Yes Style, but this is too light for me right now, and there's only one shade. But Milk recently did a shade expansion of their concealer and their blur foundation, which is really fantastic. This is not one of the new shades. This is Fair, and I use it to conceal and highlight. And just going back in with my Ofra Beauty Sponge. I love this combination of foundation and concealer because it's enough coverage, it looks pretty darn flawless, but it still looks like my skin. Favorite bronzer, it's been my favorite forever, but usually I use the shade Baked, and I have started using the shade Blaze. It's a little bit darker, but I also find it to be slightly more on the cool side than Baked. I love how easily it blends out. I love how subtle it is. You can also make it dramatic if you want to. If you're wondering why I've got bruises on my lips, it's because I actually had some of my filler dissolve, which was an interesting experience. It felt really weird. I'm gonna contour my nose with my favorite nose contouring brush, the Pro 4E from my brush collab. I'm just really lightly shading down the sides of my nose, a little bit on the tip of my nose, and then across the bottom here to make it look like a little button. I've been doing my nose contour a lot lighter, lightly, and focusing more on the highlight. This is one of the new shades of the Milk Concealer. This is Porcelain, and it's very light. And I just put it right on the tip and on the center. And I find that it just looks more natural and subtle than a really dark contour. Next favorite might be my most favorite of all, my favorite new release. I'm obsessed. I've been testing it, so I know it's good. The new powder from Milk, the translucent powder. Oh my God, it is incredible. I love the packaging. It doesn't get super messy because it's got this little sealing lid. Instead of holes, it has this cloth where the powder comes out. So again, you're not making a huge mess. It is harder to get a lot of powder out. And at first I was like, this is kind of inconvenient. I want a lot, I want to bake. But then I realized that you don't actually need as much powder as other powders. I've got the tiniest amount in the lid. I'm just gonna grab it with my sponge and set under my eye. This is translucent light. And I'm just gonna do this side first so I can show you its blurring effect. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see this on camera, but this powder does something magical. It blurs my pores, it blurs lines, it just makes everything matte and flawless, and it feels incredibly soft. My makeup does not move. This is the combination that I used for my face when we did the little lookbook photo shoot, and it was hot, I was sweaty, my makeup was perfect until the night was over. Can you see? Can you see the blurriness of this powder? It's amazing. When I don't need as much powder, when I'm doing like my forehead and stuff, you also can just use this as a powder puff because it collects powder. Another thing to note about this powder, let me just keep raving. We took photos with flash during that shoot and there was no flashback. This is the perfect powder. I could cry about it. I just want to bathe in this powder. For my eyebrows, I'm going to use the NYX, I always forget what this is called. I've been using it for like a year. Precision Brow Pencil. Why can't I remember that? It's not even like a complicated name. This has been a favorite for a while, but I kind of just rediscovered it. I ran out, I didn't get a new one, I got a new one, and I forgot how wonderful it is. I really love the shape of the pencil and the fact that it has a brush. This formula is so easy to use. It doesn't pull my eyebrow hairs out. Have you ever had that where an eyebrow pencil literally pulls your eyebrow hairs out? You can draw itty bitty little hair strokes and then you can flip it over and also fill in with ease. It's affordable. It's just a really excellent product. It also comes in a really good range of colors. It's so good. Give it a little comb through. Get it nice and blended and natural. And now I'm gonna gel my brows. You can probably guess what my current favorite brow gel is because I've been using it like crazy. If you guessed the Kush Fiber Gel from Milk, you are correct. I'm gonna use the shade Haze because it's a lighter shade and I want this brow to be kind of natural. Let's zoom you guys in a little bit. Ooh. This brow gel actually has little fibers. I'm really shaky, I've had way too much coffee. It gives your brows so much what is the word I'm looking for? Thickness? I know there's a word, but it has slipped my mind. It makes them full and thick and juicy and stuck in place, and I just... Another favorite release from Milk. Milk is killing it. I just love Milk. Can we just talk about this brow versus this one? Come on! I have a lot of favorite palettes from this summer. I'm not really sure how I'm going to incorporate them all. Maybe I could use like one shade from each palette. The Wanderlust palettes from Drew Barrymore's brand Flower Beauty. These blew my damn mind. They are incredible. They're so good and super, super affordable. The Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. I didn't think I was gonna love this as much as I do. When I saw it in photos, I was kind of like, But then when I actually used it, these are incredible. The color combination is really cool. There's so many looks you can do with this palette. And since I have been traveling quite a bit, I've been leaning more towards palettes with a lot of variety because then I only need to bring one palette instead of 30. For that same reason, I really like the new BH Cosmetics Desert Oasis palette. The shimmers in this bad boy are insane. Another palette with just a ton of variety. The Urban Decay Born to Run palette. These are amazing. Again, so many looks you can make with this palette. I think that it just makes it so worth the money when you can just use the same palette, you know, for 6 months straight and do a different look every day. Last but not least, a palette that literally has everything. The NYX Cosmetics Swear By It palette. This is practically a rainbow. You can literally do everything with this. This is what I have been bringing with me on quick trips when I travel, because you never know if you're gonna wear a blue eye, a yellow eye, a pink eye. You just never know. So if you bring a palette with everything, you can do anything. Am I right? Let me just take a quick look at everything I've got to work with. A little bit overwhelming. I'm just gonna go in and hope for the best. I'm gonna start with the yellow from the Swear By It palette with a very dirty brush. And I'm gonna throw that down above the crease, bringing it up almost to my eyebrow, but not quite, because we need room for another color in there. Now I'm gonna go into the Born to Run palette, and I'm gonna go into Wild Heart, this like shiny pink color, on the same dirty brush. I'm just gonna put a little bit of pink in the crease. I'm gonna go back into the Swear By It palette, and I'm gonna pick up this kind of dark pink color with a smaller brush. And I'm gonna pack it into the crease. And then I'm gonna give it a bit of a blend with that big brush. And then pick up a little bit more and pack it in. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of the yellow shade, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more to kind of bring it back. Because sometimes when you're doing a lot of blending, you start to lose the transition shade, which is sometimes what you want. Sometimes you just want it there for a nice blend. But I want that color to show. I want that yellow to stay put. I'm gonna go into the Fenty Beauty palette and grab some of the red to deepen the crease just a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go in and cut the crease with some concealer so that I can add more colors. With my face totally relaxed, looking straight in the mirror, I'm just gonna do the cut crease slightly above my natural lid. And I'm gonna take it across in kind of a cat eye shape. The concealer mixed with the reds has gone this really light pink, and it looks really pretty. I feel like I need to use more color though. I can't just do pink. The cut crease is cut and ready for some color. I'm gonna go into the BH Cosmetics palette. I'm gonna grab the shade called Turquoise. And I'm just gonna pack it on the outer edges. It's so pretty. And then I'm gonna go into the Wanderlust palette. This is the LA Hollywood Hills palette. And I'm gonna grab this sort of yellowy, super shiny shade here. Woo! Just packing that on the center. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm just kind of blending that into the blue. I don't want there to be any hard lines there. And then still in this palette, I'm gonna use the matte blue shade, and I'm just gonna really carefully add that to the very inner corner and very outer corner. And this little wing. These are so creamy and pigmented. I'm so impressed. Just gonna bring you guys in a little bit closer so you can see how glorious this is. I forgot to mention also favorite eyeshadows have been the Hank & Henry Alter Ego eye kits. These have got a matte, a shimmer, and then a loose shimmer in the bottom. And I love these, and I love him. Since this is my #1 favorite black eyeshadow, I have made the decision, not sure how this is gonna look, but I'm gonna do black on the lower lid. I'll have it. Let's do it. I'm gonna use a really small brush. This is the Pro 6M. I'm just gonna pack it on carefully. Hopefully we don't get a ton of fallout and ruin everything. And now, just gonna give it a little bit of a blend. Smoke it out. And using the NYX gel pencil in pitch black, fill in my waterline. Now I'm gonna add a wing using my new very favorite liquid liner. This has replaced all of the other liquid liners, but I like to use the Fenty Fly Liner. It's easy to use. It's super, super black. It's matte. It stays put. I'm obsessed. Just connecting it to our little crease wing. And I'm actually gonna go in again with that matte black eyeshadow. And I'm gonna make the liner a little bit smoky. That'll look really nice. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. My favorite lashes right now are the new collection from Boldface Makeup and the new collection from Rouge and Rogue. They're full of incredible styles. I'm really excited about all of them. But for this look, I'm going to use a pair called Lash Goals. And they're from Boldface and they are amazing. My favorite thing about them is that they stand straight up. They're so curled and so fluffy. I also have a new favorite lash glue. It is the Red Cherry Brush On Glue. It's cruelty-free, vegan, all the good stuff, and it actually sticks, which is great. Let it get tacky for a minute. Wait till you see these lashes. Look at them. They're so good. I'm gonna let the lashes get stuck and dry before I put on any mascara. In the meantime, I'm going to finish my face. Favorite product of the summer is Freck. I can't believe I slept on this for so long. It's become one of my staple products. I love it so much. It makes the most natural freckles. It's easy to use. You just blob it on and then use your finger to tap them in. And it just looks so nice and natural. I love it. And I'm really excited that you guys are loving it too. I've seen a whole bunch of you who've used my code to grab it, and I really appreciate that. I have got two favorite new highlighter products. This is the BH Cosmetics Duolight Highlight 9-color palette. It is really, really freaking cool. And this has been my #1 go-to, the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe palette. I'm in love with it. I'm obsessed. It's the best. This is more so like cool color highlighters, and I don't really like color highlighters on my face, but I love these for like crazy looks or as a brow or inner corner highlight. So I'm gonna use this to do a little bit of highlighting on my eyes. I'm gonna use Top It Off, which is a cool orange shade. I think it'll tie it all together really nicely. They're so poppin'. I'm not mad about that. And then into the Flower Beauty palette, I like to use the golden shade on my cheeks and forehead. How gorgeous. And then the lighter shade on my nose. I've got two favorite mascaras at the moment, the Milk Kush Mascara and the NYX Worth the Hype Mascara. I like the Kush Mascara for my upper lashes. It's nice and juicy, makes them really thick and delicious. And this one is a little bit drier, and I like it on my bottom lashes because it doesn't transfer. So I'm gonna go in with the Kush on the top, and then the NYX Worth the Hype Mascara for the bottom. I'm gonna go in and add a little bit of bronzer just to darken my contour a little bit. My favorite bronzer right now is the new BH Cosmetics Brilliance bronzers. These are amazing. They're so soft and easy to blend. This is the shade Bronze Babe. I like to use a huge brush and just bronze my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit on my jaw and neck. My favorite blushes right now are hands down the new Milk Cosmetics blushes. These are amazing. I love them. The shade range is so cool. There's so many different shades to choose from, and the formula is just a dream. I'm gonna use the shade Cali Dream, which is a nice apricot peachy shade. Favorite lips at the moment, the Hank and Henry Luster lip glosses are everything. I love them. Each shade is amazing. And can we just talk about the package? It looks like a lipstick, but it's not. I can't. They smell good. They're not sticky. I love them. Another favorite of the moment is Doll Up by Sugar Pill. Their liquid lipsticks are one of my favorite formulas. They smell so good. Smells are a big thing for me. But my number one favorite combo right now is Sanibel by Ofra in the nice new packaging. And what's this called? Bear to Comment liner by Wet n Wild. Just a quick liner. A little bit of this. And then to keep it comfortable, I'll blur out the lip line a little bit. I just like to go in and dab the product off and around the edges. It looks effortless and soft, and it just keeps it really comfortable because there's less product. Favorite setting spray has not changed. The Ciate Dewy Spritz is my favorite. I got a new one. It's got glowy stuff that says at the bottom, so when you mix it up, it goes into the spray. It's the perfect fine mist. It makes you a little bit extra glowy, and the smell, you guys, the smell. It's so good. And that's that. We got a full face of favorites. What do you guys think? That was really super fun. Way more fun than just telling you guys about my favorites. I hope you enjoyed this video and found some stuff that you'd like to try. I really appreciate that you guys trust my opinions. It means a lot to me. If you do get any of these things, please tell me what you think. If you use any of my codes from below, please let me know because I would love to say thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be part 2 of my favorites, I hope.